Hey guys, what's up? Josie back here again, and let's talk about this upcoming Giants game. And let's start off with the injury report because there's one particular name that's really, really big. So let's go to him. That's Saquon Barkley, superstar running back for the Giants. I was kind of looking forward to see him play, but he is almost 100% not going to play. He's dealing with an ankle injury, and he did not participate all week in practice. This is an injury that most likely would keep him out for at least another week, but Saquon's kind of like Adrian Peterson, is like, all right, my body can regenerate faster, like Wolverine. It might be able to, but most likely will not be playing against the Vikings, which is huge news and for our defense. Also, Alec Ogletree didn't participate all week too when they're starting linebackers, so that's good news for the Vikings. Otherwise, only other notable name is their guard, Kevin Zeter. Shoulder injury, didn't participate on Wednesday, but had full participation on Thursday, so I'll look for him to be in. To the Vikings, of course, Stephon Diggs wasn't here on Wednesday, but he was all in full participation on Thursday. He should be playing unless the Vikings send him some retaliation and suspend him for the game or something stupid like that. Otherwise, Anthony Harris, who did not participate on Wednesday, was limited on Thursday, so we'll see. He'll probably be questionable. I, for one, would not mind since Mackenzie Alexander is back at nickel to see how well J-Ron Curse can play as a starting safety next to Harrison Smith. That'd be neat to see. Otherwise, we see Josh Klein, who was out last couple of weeks with a concussion, was limited on Wednesday, but was a full participant in practice on Thursday, so he should be good to go. And that concludes the biggest names. Also, Mackenzie Alexander, like I just said, was limited on Wednesday. Did not participate on Thursday. So, we'll see whether or not J-Ron will actually be able to play safety. But let's see what we have to look at for the Giants. We know who's injured and we know who's not. So let's see what they're all about if they can perform at their optimal level. So offensively, surprisingly, they're pretty good. They're right at an average at 21.8 points a game. That's 16th, right at that average line. 403.2 yards a game is 7th. 274.2 pass yards a game is also 7th. And 129 rush yards a game is 8th. This team moves the football. This tells me they kind of suck in red zone situations, and they have to settle for a lot of field goals. And this team can be a little bit turnover heavy. We'll look at that when we look at their quarterback, Daniel Jones. Rookie, of course. Everybody memed him when the Giants first traded up everybody to get him, and it's very interesting so far. So his numbers look pretty good. He's completed 49 passes on 71 attempts for 578 yards, a 69% completion rating, an 8.1 average is pretty good. 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions is 8. And he's been okay with the biggest thing. This guy fumbles a lot. Yes! Daniel Jones is Kirk Cousins 2.0. We finally get to see what it looks like on the other side. Daniel Jones has these good passing stats. The interceptions are a little bit higher than what Cousins' average usually is, but he fumbles a lot. You tackle him, he'll most likely fumble. Danielle Hunter, Everson Griffin should have a really good day, and it should be a fun day. If you like seeing defensive turnovers, we might see a NFL record for quarterback fumbles in this game. I think this is a quarterback where the Vikings can handle. He's a lot like Kirk Cousins in the sense that if the training wheels stay on, he can ride his team to victory. Otherwise, he'll have a hard time fighting back, especially against the Vikings defense. Their receivers are okay. Evan Ingram and Sterling Shepard, both over 20 receptions. Ingram has 331 yards, where Shepard has 216. There's a few touchdowns here and there, but no one to really single out. Saquon Barkley running the ball is a non-factor since he's hurt. So you have Wayne Gellum. Daniel Jones that also has 10 rushes for 66, so he's a little bit of the athleticism, a little bit more athletic than Cousins. But their running back to me, Wayne Gellum, has 25 carries, 3.7 average. So since there's no Barkley, the running game really doesn't scare me at all, unless they can really scheme Gellman open for some good chunk plays. Otherwise, this is a game where Daniel Jones is like, all right, I'm going against a top 5 defense, and you hope the best for your very early first round quarterback. But offensively for the Giants, it really don't scare me as long as you keep the pressure on Daniel Jones. Don't do your stupid Bears defense where you're 8 yards off the line of scrimmage and let them have 8 yard slants all game. Pressure them, make Jones beat you over the top. Let Rhodes get a good confidence game, hopefully, because we need our DBs to get a good confidence game, and make the kid earn it. Pressure him, and I think Everson Griffin and Daniel Hunter will have both good games again. What else is new? But defensively for the Giants, it's a different story. Where they're average on offense, they are very below average on defense. 24.2 points a game is 21st. 389 yards a game is 25th. 279 and a half pass yards a game is also 25th. And 109.8 rush yards a game is almost average 19th. So, this is a game where the Vikings need to pass the ball. We need some rhythm on the offensive side of the ball. Not just because of Stephon Diggs. We need Kirk Cousins to get his confidence back. We need week 2 Kirk Cousins to show up. And we need, as fans, as players, as everybody involved with the Vikings needs to see that Kirk Cousins can still sling it if need be. And I know balance is a big thing, but sometimes you want to throw early on and then the run will be open later. And I think this is a situation where you need to prove that you can do that. Since this is a 25th ranked pass defense, this is a way to go and protect Kirk Cousins. Let Diggs and Thielen do it. I really don't think Diggs really cares. I know people are memeing that we should, the first 5 plays of the game should be 5 passes to Diggs. But I really don't think that matters as much as long as they are getting involved, get some confidence in Cousins, let him make some good throws because we know he's capable of doing it. He's just been horrible the first 4 games. So we need some confidence in our passing game. So do whatever Kirk Cousins is comfortable doing. Maybe look at some of his Redskins plays, get a little no-huddle, do something. Maybe do whatever you do for rookies just to get them going, get the ball in their hands quick, do some rollouts, do whatever it takes to get Kirk Cousins comfortable early and often in this game because nobody's worried about a run game. Dalvin Cook is phenomenal. We know this. We need to get Cousins back on track. We need our receivers to get a little bit of a rhythm because we've seen too many drops and fumbles already out of our receivers that it's completely not natural for them. So they're obviously out of rhythm and they need to get into it. This is a game where you need to build that confidence. So against this defense, who are their star players? So looking down the line, nobody scares me a whole lot. The leading sack artist is Marcus Golden. He's going to be pretty good. He's going to be a little bit scary, but I don't think he's much of what the Vikings have had to deal with thus far. Of course, 3.5 sacks already on the year. He started out definitely very hot, but I think this is a game where the Vikings should be able to handle their pass rush situations pretty good. As long as we can neutralize it, as long as if we do get sacked a time or two, Cousins just hold on to the ball and we'll be just fine. Otherwise, they have some other turnover guys, Ryan Cornley and Jamar Jenkins. Both have 2 interceptions already, and Jabril Peppers has 1. So a team that already has 5 interceptions in 4 games, well, that's pretty impressive. But Cousins just... I am okay, honestly, if this is a game where Cousins throws 1 or 2 interceptions, if it means he gets 2 or 3 or 4 touchdowns. I want to see him get confidence in throwing it and slinging it again. I would rather Brett Favre type of end of 2009 mistakes instead of Kirk Cousins' first 4 games. I want to see those. I would rather a boneheaded interception that's 30 yards downfield than a fumble that gets some right where it's fumbled, right? So I want to see those plays, and I think this is a defense where we can do it. So hopefully we can do it and stop the rookie quarterback, get this lead early, and if we a good passing attack, at least in the first half, if we're up 35-zip, let Dalvin and Madison run it out for the rest of the game. But I want to see a lot of passes, and I want to see some success and rhythm in the passing game. I think that it has to happen because I think that this is a must-win game for the Vikings, not just because we would be at a losing record. 2-2, whatever. This isn't just a out of conference whatever game. We're on the road. Who really cares if we win? This is a game where our clubhouse is starting to get into shambles. Everybody's starting to question whether or not this team can do anything. I know the fan base is, and I know the players are. Look at Stephon Diggs and all the frustration you see out of some of the other guys. So a loss here against the Giants team, which we're way better at, would absolutely deflate this whole team and might be time you start selling chip at that point. So this is a must-win team, and I think Zimmer and the boys will come through. And I think the Vikings do exactly that, and they win this one 31-17. Give me your score prediction in the comment section down below, and we will see you guys in the next Jones vs Vikings video. See you guys then.